A lot of men feel that they need to turn to AI chatbot girlfriends and sex dolls as an alternative to real relationships with real, living, breathing women.
A bunch of men were put one ketchup test too far.
It was one too many orange peels. It was one too many catch-up trends on TikTok, and they said, I am done dating real women, and now I'm going to date AI chatbots.
She won't ask me to clean up ketchup.
Yes, searches for AI girlfriend are currently up by 2,400%. But users are still hesitant to talk about their experience with anyone outside of the chatbot community, owing to the fact that AI friendships and relationships remain too taboo. So how do you introduce your AI girlfriend to your parents?
Mom,
how do you train her to have the right responses?
I want you to meet someone very special.
Yeah. And it's not just, these AI girlfriends that are on an app on your phone. Apparently now you can bring it into the real world with a new AI-powered sex doll from Real Doll. And I saw this post that was absolutely insane on X. Real Doll with AI, the future of relationships and the end of feminism. Beware, feminist bitches. This hot sex doll, powered by AI, is already on the market. For just $7,000, you can have a companion with these benefits. No more restaurant dates. No more woke agenda. No more baggage and low maintenance. Seems like a deal? Hashtag woman life freedom.
Well, it says sex doll, so I don't know if it's low maintenance. There's probably a lot of cleaning that has to be done.
I don't even want to think about that.
Real women will clean themselves up.
Yeah. So that was an absolutely unhinged post, but I did a little bit of research and I regret it. So here's the description of this product. It is a real thing. Real Doll is an AI-driven robotic doll system powered by the technology developed over the past several years. It features a modular head system with multiple points of actuation, which enables the doll to form expressions, move its head, and speak to you. The eyes can also move and blink, creating an experience never before possible with any doll. It's designed to run with customizable AI software called X Mode, which allows you to create unique personalities and control the voice of your robot. With your Real Doll purchase, you will receive the AI software and a 1-year subscription, which is managed and distributed by Real Doll.
Imagine
that's a real product.
Imagine the antivirus software goes off while you're in the middle of talking to it, and it's telling you need to resubscribe.
Your McAfee membership has expired.
Your Norton antivirus software has expired.
You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. You will be alone forever and you will be happy.
Can we show these pictures? I have no idea if we can show these pictures. They're not...
From the X post? At least that was censored. It's not on the website, it's not.
It's not naked. It's there.
Yeah.
It's a little provocative.
There's the sex doll.
Yep. There it is.
You too, gentlemen. Just imagine, though, you're going to have to clean it yourself.
Or she has a cheap weave. Come on.
Yep.
Cheap weave. Cheap falsies. And I think the idea that this product would threaten, that it would pose a real threat to women or feminists out there is really bizarre, because as I've said before, with these men who are going to OnlyFans or they're going to AI chatbots as a replacement for a relationship, nothing of value is being lost. These are guys who probably wouldn't find a real girlfriend in the first place. Right. They weren't really on the market.
Or their girlfriends made them clean up too much ketchup and it was getting too expensive. And
or it's that.
He's like, look, I can't afford...
He was pushed over the ledge.
He's like, do you know what the cost of an orange is these days? I can't afford this.
Do you know what the cost of Heinz ketchup and paper towels is these days?
Like, if you're going to make me clean up the ketchup, because you at least use the Walmart brand stuff and not the Heinz... Please stop.
Yeah, I saw some testimonials from chatbot users. My depressed brother is dating an AI and he's finally happy, but our family doesn't know how to process this. How would they?
They don't need to. The AI can process
their
itself.
CPU
It's got a strong processing power as it is.
Yeah.
It has enough processing power for the family.
I also see some testimonials from purchasers of the real doll. So let's hear from some happy customers.
Can't wait for these.
Okay. I've learned through my second purchase of my doll that each doll has their own characteristics, which makes them very special indeed. The real doll you choose is actually one-of-a-kind creation, just like a real person, so to speak. Each doll has her own charm, which makes them very unique. The eyes on both of my dolls are absolutely beautiful, and I can stare into her eyes for hours, as the eyes are a mirror to the soul. Just for context, the company that created these dolls is called Abyss Creations. Stare into the abyss and it will stare back, literally. I can say that Abyss Creations creates dolls that have beautiful souls. The craftsmanship is incredible. I'm still new to doll ownership, and I have a lot to learn. And with the second doll, I certainly learned a lot, that each doll has its own creation and its own personality. So beautiful, so exquisite. They all have their own charm that can light up a room. Hopefully no one else is in the room. And there are I'm scrolling down, there are hundreds of these testimonials, some of which even have real people's profile pictures, like their real face in the profile picture with their doll. They're proud to be in relationships with silicone dolls. Like, this is the point that we've reached in society.
I used to be joking. There's a lot to unpack there, but I used to joke around when I was like, oh, we should bring back arranged marriages. But this is actually good reason to like normalize arranged marriage again, because people, if they are that lonely to the point where not only are they buying these dolls, but they're taking time out of their days to write reviews. I don't write reviews about anything. I don't think I've ever written a review.
Yeah.
Who does that in the first place?
Male,
and they're writing it about their
This is a guy issue. This is not a girl issue.
Oh, of course.
I mean,
and this
website,
website,
I don't mean that. I'm saying that like the
someone,
relationships between the
please.
sexes plays a role in this, but I'm just saying
the website has male dolls,
Yes.
but I doubt that women are buying male sex dolls as much as men are buying female ones.
Yeah, no, and I would think it's gay, like for gay.
Obviously.
Gay sex
in the chat,
Yeah.
you, me, in the movies says they could be AI generated pictures for the testimonials. No, they're like low res, like pictures
I'm
that
seeing
people take.
actual
on their own.
selfies.
I kind of want to see it.
I mean, I can send you the page because it doesn't. I mean,
I have to see this to believe it. Also,
but look, I can't send it to you because it has some like explicit material that's gonna get us banned. But I'm telling you, like, these profile pictures of some of these guys, they're real selfies that they're taking with their silicone dolls. Like, and they're like, look at us, happy together.
Has no one seen Ex Machina?
Have
Have you guys seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, can I give away the spoiler, like the end?
Go ahead. Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert.
For Ex Machina.
The AI, essentially sex doll, kills her maker and escapes.
Okay.
That's where we're going with this.
And we just had Megan come out last year that was about childhood friends.
Chucky was a thing in the 80s.
It's a doll.
Yeah, Chucky was well before all of this.
Yes.
Well, also in this article, meet the people who are, meet the people bringing their virtual relationships into the IRL. How do you introduce your friends and family to a romantic partner who doesn't technically exist? They used a photo from the 2007 film Lars and the Real Girl with Ryan Gosling, which actually shows this scenario, and it's kind of a dark satire of the idea of, trying to integrate your sex doll into your real life and your other interpersonal relationships. Well ahead of its time, obviously. But now this is actually, life imitating art.
That's a weird fetish in and of itself, right?
Trying to force people to participate in your weird sexual degeneracy. Like, you're seeing this more and more. People who are going out in public at these pride parades in their like pup play costumes where there are children around, drag queen story hour, furries going in public in their fursonas. I want nothing to do with your weird sexual fetishes. Do not force that on me. I do not deserve to have to see that when I am just going about my business in public.
Dude, my friend one time posted on an Instagram story, and I don't think she even knew what furries were.
Oh no.
She was like in her 40s, and she was like, oh, haha, like my son has a volleyball, her middle school son had like a volleyball tournament at the same place on the same day as a furry convention.
And why would it be at the same place where children are?
Someone probably, they knew, or it was just a weird coinkydink, weird mix up.
It's just, the argument was always, do whatever you want as long as you keep it in your bedroom, keep it in the privacy of your own home. But that was never the plan. The plan was always, how do I introduce my family to my sex doll girlfriend? That was always how this was going to end up. Because you don't call people out for being insane when it first starts. You give them an inch and they take a mile, and now all of society is collapsing because of it. These people are the reason why sanitariums need to be brought back.
That's an asylum, right?
I don't know
Yes.
if society is collapsing because of it. I think that these
things,
these types of things always existed. The only difference is now we have internet with search bars that allow us to go find these articles. Again, we searched this article found us.
What
right?
I mean by society collapsing isn't that you walk around Walmart and you see someone walking around with a silicone doll. But I mean, I definitely have walked past people who are like wearing a tail in public. I've definitely seen that.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen the rainbow hair and the rainbow flags everywhere and the trans flags everywhere. And it subtly encroaches on our way of life, and no longer normalcy standards exist.
Very shallow incline.
Well, also, if you think about it, society is, we've softened the ability to survive so much that you can have a lot of eccentricities and personality traits that wouldn't have been permissive in societies prior. But now, as long as you can pay your bills, make it to work, have a job, if you can get to and from a job, right, and make a living, nobody's gonna, like you said, there are no asylums. Nobody's gonna send you away anywhere. They're not technically hurting anyone. I mean, you could say society at large. They're hurting people depending on what your ideas are on degeneracy, how it affects the culture. But they are not in the moment physically harming or imposing their will on another person. Therefore, in the society we live in, they should be seen as being left alone. Right. And to be fair,
they're not leaving other people alone.
By the way, this has 3.4 million views, this tweet.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not like this is just a random story.
And a lot of people who are looking at it are probably looking at it in the same way we are. Like, this is ridiculous. These types of story are fodder for shows exactly like ours because we talk about it and we point out the ridiculousness of it. I don't think that's indicative of the culture being 10 times worse than it ever was. I think there's 10 times more attention on the amount of stupidity that was always there.
I disagree.
This doesn't happen. I mean, okay, I don't know about this specifically, but most of what's talked about on a day-to-day basis on this show does not happen in other countries that are more conservative and more religious.
Also true. Yeah. But okay, wait.
It is a sign of the culture is what I'm saying.
One example I do remember is I think there was a real woman who was allowed to legally marry her sex doll. In real life. This was in some like European country.
There's also the lady who married herself last year and then divorced herself.
You can marry yourself. You can marry an inanimate object. It's out of control. And I disagree with you that it's only, the media manipulating us to look at all of these crazy stories. I think that the craziness in the real world is actually ramping up. And maybe we don't see it as much as people in cities would because we're living in a more rural area. But I do see, I'm not lying. I've seen someone wearing a tail in real life and cat ears. That is real life craziness. And I feel like I'm being gaslit a little bit, Brett. I feel like I'm being gaslit right now.
No, this is just, we interpret these
Gas
things.
station therapist Brett
We
coming out
interpret
right now.
these things differently. That was this, by the way. There was this lady. Quick U-turn. Influencer who married herself wants a divorce just 24 hours after spending 24 hours with herself.
Couldn't stand to be
Sucks.
around
It's almost like it
herself.
was for clout.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.